Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another Watcher of Realms video with 2024. And with the new year, I thought, okay, I gotta go back into the campaign, start finishing things off. I already made a 50,000 blood key for the guild boss, which I'll be making on a separate video just to show you guys my team and thought process behind it, and also just open it up for you guys to comment and say, Cold Brew, you're doing it wrong. You could have done way more damage on that, but that's for another video. So if you want to see that, subscribe if you haven't already. Right, so let's go to the actual part of the video where I wanted to show. Okay, if you click on campaign, you're gonna see that all of my campaign is now finished. I've finished every single one of them, and especially normal. And I'm saying normal because on stage 9, chapter 9 of normal, that's where things get difficult, really difficult in terms of the bosses. And 917 was the one that I just couldn't figure it out. I mean, I was getting beaten up by the boss so much. The boss does a big explosion when you're using your ultimates, and I was like, okay, can I do something different? So I just left it at that and didn't bother with it. But the reward there was 1 divine summoning crystal to beat the boss. So I thought, okay, I might as well put in the effort. I'll get a divine plus the 100 gems where you finish it off. So I thought, okay, let's do this. Okay, and because my account is at an advanced state at the moment, this was easy to cheese it. So what does cheesing a boss mean? Well, you're beating it without really having to beat the boss how he was designed, right? This is not for new accounts out there. This is just a showcase, I would say, more so than a guide. So have that in mind. So what do I have here? I do have a Piercer Lord with a Raka. I have my start of the show, which is going to be Silas. Why is Silas the start of the show? Well, he's awakened 1. It helps him a little bit with attack speed. He gets, I believe, 100 attack speed when Shadow Cloak is in effect. He does have some good gear. I wouldn't say fantastic gear, but 13.5 thousand attack with 284 speed, which I know is low. All right, I know that. 100% crit rate, 338 crit damage. All of these stats are not the best, but I do have him with the Infernal Roar set, which is kind of special, helps his damage go up. And then I have a level 10 Spirit Siphon. Okay, it used to be called the Nether Messenger, but it is this icon right here. Okay, yeah, this is the gear for him. Everybody else pretty much can be with whatever gear you have available that is good, but the stats on Silas, these are the stats that you need. Maxed out plus kind of important, Vierna, the Vierna passive. It's crazy how much damage that gives you. And finally, this thing right here, guys, where we have my Dolores, and I equipped her specifically for this part with a Tumultuous Horn. It used to be called something else. I think it was called Spirit Horn, I think, but it was changed. So Tumultuous Horn, this is the increases initial rage by 30%. I have it at level 13. That gives me 30%. So that's good. It helps Dolores get her ultimate up and running way quicker. And then you change it out when you finish it. So for the other part of this one, I had some other heroes specifically placed in here. I don't think you need all of them. I don't even think you need Valeria for this one. But I'll show you how I've done it with Valeria specifically for the second phase of the boss. And I'm saying second phase because the boss has 2 phases. You gotta beat him twice, basically. The first one's gonna go fast, so keep that in mind. My Dolores is also equipped with an Invigoration set, which you can easily farm from Gear 2. And this is to give a 10% attack bonus to Silas. So you drop Silas down first, and then you go with Dolores. You gotta be fast here, and you gotta be strong. If you don't have the stats that I've shown, guys, it's not gonna be easy. So immediately you put in Silas on the top, and once you've got Dolores, immediately place them so that their ultimates get ready to go. And as you can see, Dolores ultimate is ready. I pop it, and when Silas ultimate is ready, I pop it. You gotta kill this ad there. If it passes this square, it means you don't have the damage. Okay, you don't have the damage on Silas. And also, if you don't kill the boss before he kills you here, you don't have the damage. So you gotta up your stats. Either gonna be Dolores buffing you or Silas, but it's probably gonna be Silas that needs the stats. I would say, especially if you don't have Vierna, just see this video as a showcase and a fun one. Okay, so we're beating the boss now. and boom, goes to 0%. He doesn't kill me, and he does this. This animation gives me back my heroes without me having to retrieve them, and it drops them with 8-second cooldown. So that means I can get my heroes back with 8 seconds to spare. And this is gonna be the tricky part, because this phase is the more difficult one that's not easy to cheese. So what happens here? Here, the boss will attack. Look at this. If you check on the monster manual, he'll attack randomly. He'll place corrupted tiles. Secondly, he'll attack the highest health target. So it's gonna be usually your tank, let's say your Olag, or and the lowest health target. So this will be tricky for your damage dealers because usually they are the lowest health. Have that in mind. And then he does a lot of damage, and at the end it's basically phase 3 where you have to go with crazy damage. But phase 3, if you've done phases 1 and 2 with the burst strategy that I'm showing, you should be able to do it. And I don't even know if I can replicate it now, but let's try and see what happens. So here I'll drop Olak here on the bottom because usually some enemies come here. I'll drop a healer here so we can start doing something. But remember, you don't have infinite cost here, so it's gonna be kind of an issue. And then I could drop my, let's see, I could drop my maybe I should have dropped Vortex at a different position, but let's see. Starting to get hit there. And then if I place my Silas there, he's gonna start getting attacked by the boss, which is kind of bad, I think. Then place Dolores there. We'll see what happens. There he hits Dolores, unfortunately, but at least she's given the 5 to my boy Silas. All right, let's see. Then I start popping everything. Oh, he actually hit Silas there. So let me see if I can replicate this with the boss hitting on my Sadie. All right, might be able to survive this. So I'll restart and we'll get back to the same point. Okay, now here phase 2 gets interesting because you gotta have a tank to get the biggest HP hit, and then you gotta have your healer who can take the lowest HP hit. There we go. We got hit a little bit there. So my next plan is to drop in. It's gonna be another hit there. There we go. Silas should not take the hit. Let's drop in my Valeria, who will right now tank the hit with her ultimate, where she becomes unkillable in just a second now. Let's see how that does. Drop in Dolores, who also gets a hit, but she also gives 10% attack there to my boy Silas. She gets hit a little bit. There we go. We withdraw her. And I'm waiting, hopefully, to get my ulti on Valeria. That's gonna be so important. And we can maybe protect Silas there. 84, 85, you see. There we go. Pop it soon enough. I just had 1 second. I needed 1 second there to pop it. So that's what I have to do again. So let's restart. Hopefully we'll get it done. As I said, like it's a kind of a tricky setup because you're trying to cheese it, right? You're not trying to beat it the normal way, and you have very little amount of cost available. So it's not like you can drop all your teammates here. Of course, what you can do is you can delay this part just so you can accumulate more cost and kill the boss at a different point. But there's many different ads that pop out from all the gates coming in after a little while, so you got to have that in mind. So here, this is the tricky part with the boss. So let's place the tanks, place the healer. Let's get those guys started. There's Valeria. Wonder who's gonna get the hits. Oof, couldn't withdraw my Dolores, but I will be able to do my ultimate here. I click on it. There we go. Should be enough. I pop the ultimate now on Silas. I put in Sadie down also just to have that in mind, but There we go. We see we managed to kill the boss and we get all our cost back. That is phase 2 done and cheesed. And now look at how little time I have. I gotta drop everything and start hitting on the boss as soon as possible. So what I will do is here, gotta start popping ultimates, hopefully to kill this guy, but I don't know. Gotta kill the shield basically, and that's it. If you kill the shield, it's done. And there we go. That is victory. Could I have done it without Valeria? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I could have done it without Valeria, cause if you see, she did a little bit of damage there. What I can try also is, let me show you guys. I can try with maybe something else that can tank it, but it needs to be low health. So that's one of the problems here. I could try it instead of Valeria with, let's say, my boy here. What's his name? Decimus. The problem with Decimus is he needs to be able to tank like a hit or something. With what I have him at the moment, he can't tank a hit, but he can survive 8 seconds. So that's something. I could try this guy and see how that does. Let's try this again with this guy and see if we can cheese this out. Of course it's gonna be Silas again, the MVP here. But I mean, you're cheesing the boss, right? So pop Dolores, pop Silas. He kills it before this walks here, then you have enough time. Then you have enough damage and time. So look at this. Yes, we kill it. The boss doesn't do his animation. Silas has his ultimate. Here we go. Boom. Second phase. And I wonder if I place... I wonder if I even need a tank here. I think I do, because... because somebody needs to get the big hit. So my Olag will take some damage now. Doesn't he take any damage here? Doesn't look like it so much. So I'll drop in 15, 16. There's Decimus there. Dolores is gonna get hit now. Oh, she didn't get hit. There's Decimus there. Wonder if this will be enough. Let's pop the ulti. Let's pop Silas. See how this goes. Silas starts hitting. Dropping something else to keep him busy. We're hitting that mage there. Is this enough? I don't know. Oh, almost. There you go. Yes, this was enough. We did have some enemies here and there, and then now we drop everything again. We want to give the ultimate to Silas immediately. Then, come on. If we have more damage, we can drop it, but let's see. There we go. And that's done. There we go. I don't think I needed Araka there to drop it in terms of damage. But the Silas did it there. It's so cool. You finish it, 3 stars victory. You need that to get the final reward, and that's it. That is how you cheese the final stage of the campaign. You don't even need to worry, but you need crazy gear. I know, guys. It's just a showcase for many of you guys. But if somebody out there has similar, at least the heroes, then you can work on the gear and just finish that, get your rewards, and get that done, get it out of the way. There's no achievement, sadly, once you finish campaign stage 9. I think it used to be for the remaining stages, but that's it. Well, that's it, guys, for today's video. I'll be doing the next video is going to be on the guild boss. Stay tuned on the channel. Thank you all so much. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.